If you see a cute girl, you can say,
Tu es très mignon.
Hello and welcome to Promenade Française, the place where we create a daily habit of learning French. And I know what you're wondering. Did we succeed? Did we finish the challenge? Did we get the challenge done? And the answer is sort of. So the thing is that, check this out. The challenge has two parts. The first part is, the little, sliding Instagram-like videos that have the pronunciation for Marie's first day with her cat when she wakes up at 6 a.m. and she says hello to Sam, except it's in French. If you went to the blog article on my website, promenadefrancaise.com, and then you scroll down, you can find the link to a Google Drive file where you can download those files for free. If you go to my website, promenadefrancaise.com, and you can see that I am selling 2 textbooks. The first book has that conversation with Marie and Sam. I'm introducing you to content from that first book. It has not just that first conversation with Marie and Sam, but it has 10 conversations throughout Marie's day on Monday and Tuesday. Then the second part of the book contains all of the words from those 10 conversations. And I split up all the words into sections. I feel like as a beginner, the thing that you need is a way for you to understand exactly how to pronounce the basic pronunciation elements of French. There's 2 problems. One problem is that French is a language that's really difficult to pronounce, and also that the spelling doesn't always tell you exactly what the pronunciation might be. Now, the third element about French is that sometimes pronunciation between 2 different words sounds very similar, but there are some very slight differences. And I am not going to be your teacher to tell you the very slight differences between sounds that sound very, very similar. I'm going to be the person that says, hey, there's basically like 20 different big pronunciation groups, and I'm going to throw all those words into very specific pronunciation buckets. And then I'm going to show you all of the words that belong in those pronunciation buckets. Then I'm going to get a French tutor to read out all of those words. And in addition to reading the word, also read out a sentence. So I think maybe in the next challenge, what I'm going to do is we're going to have a pronunciation challenge, one of the different pronunciation elements. So we're looking forward to that. But right now, we're still on the first words challenge. I could call it the first words pronunciation challenge. Anyways, this one is the first words challenge. And what I did was check it out. So here it is. This is called a pen, and this is called a paintbrush. I didn't use the paintbrush as you might expect. I actually used the paintbrush as a ruler. So I used the paintbrush here in order to draw a line this way and then to draw a line this way. If you download the second file from the blog on my website, now, of course, you can access the blog if you click the Linktree link on my YouTube profile. And the very first thing, it says Blaine's first words French challenge or something like that. You click that, it goes directly to the blog. You'll see a beautiful image of Marie and her cat with this amazing view of the Eiffel Tower. And you scroll down and you will find the link, the second link. The first link, it's to those Instagram-like videos that will give you the pronunciation for how to pronounce the conversation between Marie and her cat. The second link is what is going to give you this. You can see, here's the personal pronouns, je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle with the S. So the first thing I did was I just wrote those personal pronouns, and I wrote them 4 times, just like it has in the inside of the document. And then the next thing you do is you write the verb, and then you write this word, which means very, this word, which means cute, and the cute is in masculine and it's also in feminine. And then, of course, you have beautiful in masculine and in feminine. And then you have, what's this one say? Gentil. And then you have kind in masculine and feminine. And then you have small in masculine and feminine. And so, yeah, I didn't finish the challenge yet. I did create, like, how do I create the actual exercise? I made, the 4 squares, just like it has on the actual exercise. And then I wrote out the first sentence. So now I'm going to do the challenge right now. All right, so far so good. I've just been looking at this one, like this verb in French is called être. And so you can see that it translates as am, are, is. And I suppose that could be really challenging because if I say I am very cute, I use the masculine form of cute because I am a man. Because in French, you have you singular and then you have you plural, which is also like the respectful way to say like you to an older person or somebody you don't know. So, all right. So in English, we have you are. Then we have we are and we have they are. So mostly in English, we use are. And then for I, we use I am. And for he and she, we use he and she is. So in English, we have 3 ways to conjugate the word. Well, in English, it's called to be. And in French, it's called être. The next step is I just wrote all of those in there. I put all of the conjugation words. Now, in this other one, it's kind of weird because I started to do this work. So this verb is called aller. In French, they say, how are you today? Actually, the meaning is like how, and then they put going. They use the word to go. So in English, we might say, how's it going? But in French, it's like how to go, you, and then here it's this morning. So the only interesting thing I thought was surprising was here, the va. If you say he or she going, you have to add a T. So you see va-t-il. And because I guess French people don't like to put 2 vowels together. So we got va-t-il. Anyway, I'm halfway through the exercise. So I'm just going to fill in the rest of the paper. All right, so we were successful. Check this out. So I finished writing everything on both sides of the paper. I have successfully completed the challenge. I don't think you have to worry too much about memorizing, even though, it's important to memorize new words. But I think that as far as French is concerned, the 2 most important verbs are to be and to go. So like être and aller. So I think this is just it's a perfect first step for anyone learning French. This is a really great way to begin. It gives you your first sentence. If you see a cute girl, you can say, tu es très mignon. No, mignon. I think it's mignon. So I'm going to have to check the pronunciation with my tutor tonight. And tu es très mignon.